Amongst married black men, I say black women, black men, statistics show that 8% are married to white women. And I'm going to add another statistic to that. 15% are married to women outside their culture in general. Let's talk about it today. And by the way, this is not a rage bait video. I want to make that perfectly clear. This is a video that is going to underline a deeper issue and kind of prove a few points what I've been thinking about. But this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. If you could, please hit the like button, subscribe button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays videos. I am back from vacation, and when I came back, I was a little bit under the weather. But yeah, I'm back. So you know what that means. I got more videos coming your way. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay subscribed so that way you don't miss a beat. I found these statistics very interesting because I thought about looking it up myself, and Lord and behold, that popped up on my social media feed. And I'm not even going to read you the comments, right? Because we're not doing that today. Today, we're just going to have a quick discussion of some very interesting points, if you will. So the first point that I want to make, and forgive me if this sun might be a little bit in your face. It's kind of bright today. It's a nice, beautiful day outside, if you will. People make it seem like, right, that black men, black women, whatever, are marrying outside of their ethnicity a lot in general, which, by the way, let me go ahead and address my stance just in case anybody's wondering, well, Marcus, what do you think about it? I don't got an issue with it. You want to know why? Because I think people should date who they want to date. I think people should marry who they want to marry. I am one of those individuals where I do believe that love is love no matter what the culture. Now, there's a few conditions under that I will make very shortly, but I bring this up because I think people, and maybe it's because of podcasters, maybe it's because of the quote unquote red pill community, colored pill community, whatever communities are out here, right? People in general make it seem like it's an issue if you date outside your race or if you do this or that. First of all, I don't think there's any issue at all with dating outside your race. You just have to, or culture for that matter. I think it's more important to understand, is that the individual that you want to be with? Do you guys have similar values and stuff like that? Which, like I said, I'll talk about in a second. But I ultimately bring all this up because I just find it very interesting, right? That people make these numbers seem like they're bigger than what they are. Yes, it is true that a lot more people are married outside of their culture in general more than what they used to. But that's not just black people. That's white people, that's Asian people, that's Hispanic people, and so on and so forth. People are now more than ever, and of course this has been a long time coming. We knew this was going to come. Have been deciding to marry who they want to marry, right? And I love it personally. I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. So you might be thinking, Marcus, why are you touching bases on this video? I'm touching bases on this video really to just essentially let people know that we really need to stop or start ignoring the naysayers about what people think about this culture, marrying this culture and that culture, and just do you. That's what this video is ultimately about. It is just do you, right? Because no matter if you are a black person wanting to marry another black person, you are a black person wanting to marry a white person, you are a black person wanting to marry a Hispanic person, is you happy? In the words of T.I., is you happy? Are you satisfied with the person that you are involved with? Are you satisfied with the people that you are dating? Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. You marry who you want to marry. You date who you want to date. My preference, as I've said time and time again, is black and Hispanic women. But I'm not opposed to dating anybody else. Why? Because at the end of the day, I want to be with whoever God wants me to be with. God might want me to be with someone who's Indian or Asian. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If I find you attractive and you are a believer and we're unequally yoked and we have very similar morals and values, then guess what? It's a go for me, baby. I'm just saying. Now, I will say this. I want to bring up this point. I think it should not matter, like I said before, who you choose to date. But I think there are 3 important criterias that are very crucial when it comes to you dating, no matter who you date. Number 1, obviously, like I stated before, you guys need to be on the same alignment. Equal values, morals, you have to be equally yoked, right? If you're a Christian, I wouldn't recommend you dating someone who's a Muslim. If you're a Muslim, I wouldn't recommend you dating somebody who practices Buddhism. If you're an atheist, I wouldn't recommend you dating someone who is a Jew. Why? Because your core values, especially when it comes to your belief system, is not going to match up. And I know some people, they make it work. I get it. I mean, my grandparents are a perfect example. Pop was an atheist. Grandma was a Christian. They were married for 42 years before Pop passed away. I get it. Sometimes it does work. But more often than not, it does not work. There will be conflicting values. You have to find somebody that you're in alignment with. That's number one. Number two, I do believe that both parties need to be over the age of 18. Well, 18 and over, I'm sorry. Obviously, there might be a little bit of discrepancy, like, for example, let's say you were a senior in high school, you just graduated, and your girlfriend was like a year or two behind you, or boyfriend was a year or two behind you. That's a whole different story. But I think when it comes to, like, especially with age gap dating, because we know that's a thing, we know it happens a lot, I do believe that that individual needs to be at least 18 and over, and they need to have graduated high school. Now, for me, I'm gonna just tell you what it is for me and put it out there. I can't date somebody who's younger than 21. The reason why I can't date someone who's younger than 21 is because it's a maturity thing. You know what I'm saying? I know some people will be like, well, Marcus, they're 18 and 19 and they're, I can't do it. Now, if you choose to do that as a man or a woman, as long as they've graduated high school, hey, that's your choice. That's your preference. Cool beans. I teach 18 and 19-year-olds, so that don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? And even at this point, 21 is kind of pushing it because I'm going to be 35 next year. So that actually, 21 might go up to like 23 for real. But, make sure it's age appropriate, of course. And then last but not least, you need to make sure you guys are in tune with each other for whatever may work. I know some people might think, oh, well, it's probably weird if you do it this way or that way or so on and so forth. At the end of the day, that's not up to us. I just realized something. Why am I going this way? That's not up for us to decide. That's up for you guys to decide, right? Can't nobody decide that but y'all. So, these whole statistics, I find it very interesting because, like I said, me, myself, I thought the number was a lot bigger than what it is. It's fine. It's actually kind of cool to see what the actual number is. But I think in the grand scheme of things, if we want to recognize the honest truth behind everything, the number really doesn't matter. It matters in the sense of the naysayers and whatever they may feel, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, y'all, date who you want to date. Be with who you want to be with. If that person makes you happy and God has really solidified, yeah, it's a go, then go. And stick with it. Don't believe what people may say because at the end of the day, all these podcasters, all these people out here, I'm not saying that they're not saying anything factual. Some things that they say are factual, but some things you really have to take with a grain of salt because you got to remember that's their life. Those are their experiences, and your experiences are going to be significantly different from those. You don't know what those people are going through. You don't know what those experiences are. And I'm going to address one more thing. I know that there are a lot of people that say, well, I don't date this type of person. Don't date that type of person. Don't date this group of people. I refuse to date blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. If that's you, that's you. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You have every right to stick with that. But, or should I say they have a right to stick with that. However, at the end of the day, they got a BJC now? Cool. At the end of the day, what is it at the end of the day? Preference. It's all about what you want. It's all about what you desire. And I don't think our job should be to push what we desire or what we think is good or anybody else. Shoot, if you're a man and you want to date a woman with kids, hey, do your thing if that's what you want to do. If you are a woman and you want to date a man with kids, do your thing. You want to date somebody that's older than you or younger than you, do your thing. You want to date somebody of a different culture than you, do your thing. It's all up to you. Every side of the coin has pros and cons. As long as you recognize what those are and you know what you're getting yourself into and you are okay with what you're getting yourself into, hey, listen, can't nobody tell you nothing. All right? Marcus Fraser from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Take care.